Hello, this is Jon Miller, the creator of The Rest of Everest. I think I can safely say that this show is, without a doubt, the most in-depth look into the entire experience of what it takes to climb Everest, as well as some other peaks throughout the Himalayas. But all of the events in this series are shown in chronological order, so if you're new to the show, please go all the way back to episode 000 and watch everything in order. That's truly the best way to enjoy it. Thanks. Hi everyone, before we start this week's episode, I wanted to announce that the official DVD for our film, Everest the Other Side, is now available for sale. Amazing, right? I'm very proud of the DVD and it's beautiful. And it has a lot of bonus content. We're publishing the DVD ourselves, so we're opening the film up for pre-order so we can get an idea of just what the demand is, and so we can have enough copies manufactured. Interested? Just go to everesttheotherside.com to reserve your copy today. Thanks.
This is the Rest of Everest video podcast, an almost unabridged expedition experience. Episode 110, The Slog.
Well, hello again everyone, welcome back to the Rest of Everest. I'm Jon Miller. Well, you saw the guys make the big decision last week to head back down the mountain, a very wise decision of course. And this week we get to actually see what that entails coming down the mountain. So with me as always is Ben Clark. How you doing, Ben?
What's up, John? Doing great.
Great. And Josh, you're here too. How you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful this evening.
I just always think that there's a real misconception that going down is the easiest part, especially you talk about Everest, and actually most of the accidents happen on the way down. And you guys always find that going down is easy or hard? I guess it's probably both, but I'm just asking a question.
It is both. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not, but you always have to be a little bit more aware, and often I think going up is easier because you can place protection, but you typically don't enjoy down climbing. So yeah, you have rappels, you just have more opportunities for, sometimes a more technical nature of a climb where you may have been able to go up something, but now you have to actually rig an anchor and rappel it to get down.
Yeah, knowing that all of your weight is probably going to be on that anchor.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're climbing, it's there in case you need to put all of your weight on it, but that's not always needed. So.
Precisely.
Yeah. Well, the snow conditions were terrible. We talked about it several weeks ago, and this time you'll get to see them. So let's head back up and watch the guys head down. Here we go. Well, is this obviously you're filming this because it's impressive, but like, was that what you were going to be having to head up?
We were going to be on top of that stuff, on top of the ridgeline.
Just it's hard for you guys as we're recording this to see the all the detail, but there's just so many layers to those ridges. Just you can see snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. It's really, really vividly, but. You also get these beautiful views. It's hard to get these beautiful views down from the street in a city somewhere.
How you feeling on our way down, dude? Chewy?
Yeah, a little sticky and chewy. Feel a little disappointed, but physically I feel great going down. Pretty easy going.
How's the snow?
What snow?
Yeah.
Snow up here. Snow's not bad. A little bit of wind slap over some stuff that we don't want to warm up.
A little breezy.
Doable.
Yeah.
Margarita.
Doable, he says. Well, I'm psyched to be getting down. Josh's psyched to be getting down. It's definitely, snow conditions are a little grabby, a little slabby, windy. It happens, you know. But it wasn't safe to go up. It's nice to get going down. I guess I should probably not cuss in there, huh? It's nice to get going down. Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
And he says yeah.
I just want my feet to warm up.
There's no point in hanging out here any longer. We got through the worst part, which was my least favorite, the ice climb and the crevasse bridge. Totally hated that part. Glad to be through it. Choking down all the vomit now. Both had a little, you get that right up there. Little something draining down the throat. You can snot rocket all you want, but it's still gonna be there. I don't know if that's fear or if that's mountain, what you call it, but it's the nature of the beast. And thankfully, we're riding the spine of this beast off here today, and hopefully we'll be down. We'll be down soon.
Yeah. Repel number 2. We had done the technical repel up above that last shot.
But yeah, which was too dangerous to film. You guys needed all of your all your limbs in coordination.
Yeah.
So.
This one's not as bad. This one we climbed up without any protection until the top, I think. So.
As if anybody's here.
I like that. As if anywhere we go, somebody's there.
Yeah. But you do it every time. That's just how you do it.
Test that anchor. Yeah, not gonna move anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, see down there.
See, Ben's smart. He's not hooked into the anchor.
Nope.
He wants me to fully test it before he clips into it. I would do the same thing for him.
This one is steep going down as it did up.
That's good.
Especially with that rope on, huh?
Yeah. Now it gets a little bit steeper. So our base camp's way down there.
Way down there.
We get down there in one day, thankfully.
Can you even tell where it is from down there, or is it out of frame? Yeah.
Way down on that brown stuff that you saw there. Where there wasn't any snow to really speak of. There was snow, but not
That
that much.
bomb-proof anchor.
Here it comes. Classic.
Oh my God, we're crazy. We are lightweight aficionados. And still we carry skis, and then we put one picket with one carabiner with some duct tape on it. To repel
Hey, look at this thing.
It's a locker.
It's a classic cart butts and move right there. Just enough. Just enough.
I'm glad we found snow stable enough to put a picket in to repel.
How long's the picket?
3 feet.
3 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I'll say it's 3 feet.
Well, here comes the fun stuff.
Don't get sick, viewers. Don't get sick, because
It's way steep.
on a bigger screen I can see this could be an issue.
This is rotten. Freaking rotten.
And endless.
Yeah.
It really seems that the only thing from stopping you guys from dropping all the way under is your packs.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
Okay, so that's stomach deep.
Nice.
I like how calmly he said that. He's keeping together for so far, guys. Oh, not anymore.
Done.
Like, woo! That's very bad.
It's just too deep to do anything. It's taking us longer to go down than up.
And you can't ski that.
Yeah.
That's what was so terrible.
This section's it's definitely downhill. It's not super steep. It's like 20 degrees or so, but it's definitely steep enough. You should be moving faster than that.
Yeah. You just can't.
Ben trying to catch his breath in the background.
Who breathes hard going down? I've never breathed hard going down until we showed up here. Oh, I think Everest some a day and maybe a little below there, but no. Otherwise, never had to breathe going down.
It's definitely a lot easier for the person that's trying to step in the tracks that the first person put in. But
Not much easier.
yeah, I do pass you here in a second, and it's a
Fall
little
to
bit
your
harder.
waist.
This is downhill. Imagine what it was like going up this hill.
Easier.
Yeah, it was easier.
The key here is I'm trying to fill in the holes.
Yeah.
So I get a lot easier than he does.
I love it. It's just like post hole, post hole.
It's not always that
post
easy.
hole.
Easy. Easy does it there, Butson.
I'm levitating. How about you folks? We're almost to Camp 1.
Almost, and then we have to ski down this crap. Maybe.
Been real, been fun, been real fun.
Yeah, I'm ready to get the hell out of here. There's only so much juice you can burn, right?
That is true.
I can't believe how hard it's been just to get
Glad
from
you got this lead.
Camp 2 down to here. It's taking like an hour to get 300 feet
Yeah.
downhill.
Yes.
Look at this.
I just love the disbelief in your voices. It's like, we're going downhill. It shouldn't be this hard going down.
Yeah. Well,
For the ticket that keeps on hitting me?
yeah, I got stabbed pretty hard.
Oh. That's called it. Too tight. Can't move.
Oh, it's so much nicer just to watch this now. I have to be there in the moment.
Could this be? I highly doubt it.
Levitating. Levitating.
Man.
It's the backpacks. If they weren't there, we'd keep on going.
800 vert.
Yep, your backpack stops you.
Yeah.
Like, stand there for a minute. oh man.
This is painful.
That stuff was awful.
Climbing the world's highest mountains is always nothing but excitement.
Yeah. Sometimes it is slow, and sometimes it is heavy. But rarely is it ever this slow and heavy.
Now I know you guys spent a good deal of this day waist deep in snow, but other than that, was it very warm out? Like, were you sweating a lot because of the sun and the exertion, or was the snow keeping you chilled since you were half submerged the whole time? Yeah.
We were exerting so much energy that it didn't really matter how warm it was. We were sweating up a storm.
Yeah, it was hot. We were sweating. I remember once we finally got down to that camp. I mean, look at this. How many minutes have we been going? Like probably 5. And he's gotten 20 feet. I mean, you just couldn't move anywhere. You couldn't go anywhere.
Was that a real problem on the way up? I know you guys said it was hard, but were you kind of thinking, like, if it's like this all the way up, there's no way?
Yeah, well, I mean, and then that slope above us just was going to be dangerous. It was a wind slab. It was pretty heavily loaded. And the chances of us setting something off once we got higher was likely.
When snow gets heavier, gets wetter, that is, it just wants to go downhill. Therefore, I'm surprised we didn't set it off a slide on this ridge. I was really happy to get off it.
So this was so much work to get down that we actually don't have any footage of the rest of the descent, which is totally understandable. But we do get back into base camp next week, and then once the guys are at base camp, there's still so much left to do. Because you have to strike the whole camp, and then, it took how many days to get into Annapurna base camp? Annapurna IV base camp?
Oh, like what, 6 or 7?
It took a week or so there's a lot to do to get out. But once you guys get going, then, let's see, we have a number of episodes left where it actually is them finishing the Annapurna circuit trek, which is beautiful, and the scenery changes dramatically very quickly because once you start getting out of the high altitude, then you start getting into just where there's going to be villages, and then there's more vegetation, and you get more color because there's not a whole lot of color except for the sky and maybe your tents at high altitude. True. So, well, thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate sharing this slog with us.
Yeah, anytime.
And I do look forward to finishing this expedition out and getting to see the rest of the Annapurna circuit, because myself, I have not seen that footage yet. I haven't opened those folders on my computer yet, so I look forward to seeing it, as I'm sure everyone else will. So, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you, John.
And we will see you next week.
You got it.
The Rest of Everest is downloaded all over the world every day, and watching the show has become a part of many people's weekly routine. The show will always be free to download, but it's by no means free to produce. Please help me cover my costs by making a small monthly or one-time donation from the right sidebar on my website, and in return I'll give you some cool bonus materials. A donation of any amount will grant you access to some interesting video content, including high-definition versions of several podcast episodes. A one-time donation of $25 or more, or any of the monthly donation options, will additionally grant you access to a downloadable version of the film Everest: The Other Side, which episodes 1 to 61 are based on. I really cannot express how vital these donations are, and if you've made a donation, thank you so much. As always, our announcer is Marlon May, and our music is provided by Wendy Wu. Check her out at wendywoo.com. Thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching The Rest of Everest. For more information on the expedition, please visit therestofeverest.com.
Surprise.